Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
It's a MacMan Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home when you're in your car. It's a MacMan Morning Show. No matter if you get far. It's a MacMan Morning Show. You better tune in quick or you might just miss. It's a MacMan Morning Show. The best show this side of the sea. It's a MacMan Morning Show. 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 It's a
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
And good morning to everyone. Good morning, Grand Rising to all. We welcome you each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Time. That is 10 a.m. on the East Coast, right here on the MacMan Morning Show. Good morning to each and every one of you. Good morning. I have a very special guest. She's putting on her makeup. I didn't know you were going to be on camera. Well, we're going to keep you right there. I'm going to take you out of staging right quick, and we're going to talk a little bit. You still there? That's my special guest. Forgive me, y'all, that we have today. Good morning to everybody. Grand Rising. Hey, Keisha the Stylist. Good morning to you. Good morning, Sharon. Everybody. Our moderator. She's on her way and everything. And this is a great day, cold day in America. Let me tell you something. I got a picture that I'm going to show you. You know that I got a lot of people that our listeners, and those of you that know our listeners, you know we have listeners everywhere. And I want to say it's cold. Y'all don't know cold when you see cold. I'm going to start this. Let me see if I can grab this. Our friends over at the naval base in Alaska that listens to us each and every morning. Good morning, Alice. How are you? That's our chief moderator. Brother Lee is here. He's on his way. He's here in the studio. And our special guest is here. I got to show y'all something. And don't laugh. But these are people now. They don't think that the McMahon Morning Show don't reach nationwide. Let me tell you, they told me this morning. Wait a minute, let me find it. Boom. They sent me this picture. Do you see the temperature gauge or the thermometer or whatever they want to call it, barometer or whatever they want to call it? It's 74 below zero. Jesus God, help us all. Come on back, our guest. I don't know what happened to her. It's cold out there, folks. It is really cold out there. It's 11 degrees here, and I'm just oh wow, I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked, and I said, "Whoa, it is really cold." Good morning to every one of you that are here. I don't know what happened. I think okay, she's back. Stay right there. Stay right there. You can take your camera. What you do? You must have went and did a wardrobe change or something. Let me be quiet. I don't stop. Good morning to all of y'all. Listen, I got something real special, and I try my best to bring to the McMahon Morning Show. As you know, our goal is to bring you information and yes, to inspire you and to let you know that things that are going on around us that involves our community, that involves us as a people, because the man with the orange makeup had a man with the orange makeup and him and the muskrat, they're up there doing foolishness. And we're going to talk about them a little bit later after we have our guests. You all know that I have each and every morning, I have my reader, the spiritual inspiration of the day. I haven't forgotten about our spiritual inspiration of the day. We're going to do this real quick, and we're going to proceed with our program. Y'all stand by.
1 Corinthians 13, verses 8 through 10. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. 1 Corinthians 13, verses 8 through 10.
Now that's my reader. I bless the Lord. Listen, if you can't put God in what you're doing, you're in trouble, especially these days, whether you're in business, whatever you're doing in your home life. I'm not here to preach to you, but I made a vow that I will always acknowledge the God I serve. And I asked my little reader, he came and he prepares himself. He said, I got to make sure that my audio is clear. I'm going on the radio, people listening to me, and I'm on television and people are listening to me. And I just, ready to cry, but I ain't going to cry today, because if I cry, it will be, I'll be cold as Chicago. Okay, listen. I have a very, very special guest that's here with us on today. And I want you all to know that here at the McMahon Morning Show, I'm going to make sure that we have the accurate and finest information that we can bring to you. A lot of you are in business. A lot of you all are starting a business and have started a business. Starting it is one thing, but completing the task and getting through what we need to get through to make it to the next level in life. Even here at the McMahon Morning Show, Mac Media 3 Productions, we need guidance. We need some coaching, and I got a coach for you all today. And I have my very, very special guest. We're going to bring Brother Lee with his commentary after our interview. You all just hang on in there. I want to tell you about our special guest that's going to be here. Good morning to everybody. I see y'all. Y'all cut it out over there. Y'all got your coffee and everything. Get your notepads, your iPads, or whatever you write notes down with, because I have some real good information that I want to share with you, and our guest wants to share with you. But let me tell you about our special guest. Our special guest, Rolanda Footman, is a business consultant, executive coach, and an author. She just got through publishing and completing her latest ebook, and we're going to tell you all about that. She's going to tell you about it also. She's an author, of course, like I said, dedicated to transforming passions into profitable venues. Oh, I like that. With over 2 decades of experience, she has worked with Fortune 500 companies and small businesses, specializing in business organization and strategic transformation. As the founder of Thomas and Lee Business Solution and PPG Consultant, Rolanda combines coaching and consulting to help individuals and businesses achieve that's sustainable growth. A dynamic speaker. She can sing too. She didn't put that in there, but she sounds like Leontine Price or something. Y'all got to, she's classically trained. Y'all see, there's some folk hollering out there sound like drowning cats. Not this lady. She's professionally trained. I know she's going to hang me for this. A dynamic speaker, a wonderful mentor, and she empowers others with actionable strategies for success. Connected with her through Thomas and Lee Business Solutions or PPG. She got two. She bad woman. She got two companies at one time. PPG Consulting for expert guidance. My special guest, and I want to bring to the Mac Man Morning Show and to all of y'all, especially y'all in Alaska. Y'all might need to change venues or something like that. I got my very special guest and my new dear friend. I got Rolanda Footman. Good morning, Miss Rolanda.
Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody
Good
can hear
morning.
me.
Okay, everybody can hear you real good. You sound wonderful. That's great. Listen, business solutions, coaching, getting people off their behinds to do what they need to do and to make their business profitable. We're going to talk about that, but I want you to talk about yourself. Now, I read what you gave me, but there's more to you than what you sent on paper. Tell us about who you are and what you do.
Well, I
You
am,
laughing at me.
I'm just me, right? I'm just me. That's what I tell people. I'm just me, being me and doing what I like to do best. So I'm a mom. I'm a single mom. I raised kids on my own, and I worked really hard, and I decided to get into it was basically analytics. And so what I decided to do by doing that was, learning different things. The business that I am in is a white male dominated, um, you know, business, right? I just have to say it like that. So, being where I was, I realized that I was training my bosses, making less money than them, and I started my own consulting business. So I've been doing consulting and project management work for over 20 years. And among other things, yes, I have a PPG, stands for Plan, Prosper, Grow, and that's my life coaching company, which I started first. I started that first in 2013. And Thomas and Lee came about in 2019, 2020. And I have other business ventures as well, but these are the main two. And today, um, what I decided to do, I think at the end of 2023, was I working with small businesses. I saw there was a gap from what I worked with those large companies to small businesses, and I created something called the Small Business Academy, which is now being rebranded to Business Academy because we're expanding out to all sizes of businesses to bridge that gap between what small businesses have, and the knowledge base that they have, and help them understand those same type of strategies and processes that these large businesses employ to make them grow, make them larger, but doing it so that it's understandable to small businesses. Because a lot of the times, like my tagline is passions to profit. We are so passionate about what we're doing because that's why we started these businesses, mostly because of some kind of passion. And with that passion, sometimes there's like a gap, and I'm there to help bridge that gap. Um, because a lot of small businesses don't realize that you can have a coach, you can have a consultant that will help you. Because I am here, and I can tell you that I had a lot of people helping me along the way in learning different things and learning these strategies. So, and I'm here to help others as well, because my goal is to have everybody successful. I come from a place of abundance, not lack. So it's not a crab in a barrel type of thing for me. So I thank you for welcoming me here. This is exciting. I love talking about, as you know, if we had a little conversation, I love talking about strategies and businesses and how to make people grow. So So I'm here, everybody. I'm here, and I love it. I love it, and I love the energy that's in the room. I have the chat open on the other screen over here,
Do
so I love
you?
it. Thank you.
I see. I mean, she's hooking up, she's plugging in with us. And let me say this. Fortune 500, when people hear Fortune 500, Forbes, and all these people, and Bloomberg, and stock market, and MSNBC, CNBC, that business, this business, that. How can you? I'm going to say, because most of the people that listen to us, I have a whole lot of business. I hate saying small business. I like to call them business. That's just me. But then there's businesses that have started, and people that have these dreams and put them into fruition, and give and step out on faith and put their money out there, only to be discouraged, and in the first maybe year or so fail, or not reaching a goal of what they want in the time frame that they have, since they've been in business. How can you, being a person that has been in corporate America, and you up there with them, you around them people up there with the orange man, these business people, the ones that wear the briefcases, I mean, not wear them, but carry them, and we going to work and everything like that. We're making everybody rich, but people of color have always been locked out. But we've been the ones in this country we built this country, whether it's economically and the foundation of it. We can make other people rich by working for them, but then when we start out, Rolanda, what do? How can we get encouragement? What can you do? And what can you bring from your experiences in Fortune 500 companies and being a business owner of your caliber? How can you help the small business?
So let me just say, it starts with mindset. And one thing I'm going to say that you said, failure. There's no such thing as failure. There, you either succeed or you learn. Okay, so don't think about, oh, I failed. You didn't fail, you succeeded, and then you learned, right? And you learn from experience, and you understand what it is to grow. What did you learn? What did you do good? What needs to work? We need work on what didn't work at all. And you take those lessons and you apply it again, and have a level of agility in there. The second thing is, remember, this is something I told my sons. I tell everybody, I tell all my clients, that you are always right. Never let anybody think that you're wrong. You are always right. So if you say that it's going to be hard, it's going to be hard, because it's just going to be hard because your mindset is there. If you say that, I'm probably not going to be able to make it, then you won't, because you're not going to push yourself through to make it. But if you say that you're going to succeed, you're going to find every way to succeed. You're not going to let something that went a little bit awry deter you. You just have to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. So what I would say to you is that always remember that if this is something that you're passionate about, don't let anybody, as they used to say, steal your joy, right? Always push forward, learn. And I'm going to just say this, is get some help. You know, there's if you don't, I think consultancy is about I think consultancy is about finding that right match, just like if someone is going to any type of counselor. So it may not be me, maybe someone else, but they will help you get that information and tailor it for you. And I know that sometimes consultants can come in and be really bossy and tell you about, we can't tell you about your business. You know your business. You know what industry you're in. We're here to tell you what we learned from experience and how to apply it to you. So you have to remember that you are the most, you know yourself, you know your business, and you know what you're capable of. And also, what we talked about yesterday when you and I talked, I'd say this is that always remember that who you are, what your values are, and don't let anybody take you off your square. And know that if it's aligned with your soul, it's going to be for you. What's for you is for you always. So that's the first thing, is setting your mind right, because if anything else I tell you, if your mind is not there, it's not going to compute.
Okay. Okay, and saying all of that, I want to start a business. Okay. I got the idea. I know what I want to do. Where do you start with your clients? I don't want to say customers. That's not right. Where do you start? What's the first thing that you do when you get a prospective or a new client that comes in like me? I know sometimes my organizational skills, I got the talent to do what I need to do, but I've got to confess that my organizational skills are not where they ought to be. Brand new, here I am. I'm knocking on your door, ringing your bell. Here I am, Rolanda. What you gonna do with me? What is the start? How do you do your first? I won't say diagnosis, but your first analyzation of your potential clients.
So I what I do is I give a free discovery call, and in that discovery call, we just talk. It's not anything like, oh, we're going to do A, B, C. We talk. I listen to where you are, what you want to do, what is your goal, what are your goals, and help you, and see that are there and see where the gaps are. If you're, I have had clients that say, I want to start a business. Well, what do you want to start? I don't know. Okay, so to start a business, and there's a couple of ways to start about it. You can focus on who you want to serve, or find an issue, find a question, find a problem and solve it, right? Because if you find a problem and solve it, you already have a captive audience. And then you work around working your skills into creating a business around that problem and solving that problem. Or it could be like, I want to service elders. So what can you do to service elders? What are their needs? And finding a need and meeting that need. That's how you can start a business, because you have to make sure that, and this is just how it is. It might sound beautiful to say I want to start a business, and because it just, but you do have to understand that you have to have somebody in focus, in mind, that wants what you're giving. And with the age of technology that we're in, it's so easy. It's much easier than it was, say, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, to find your target audience, because you have this age of computerization, and everybody is so close. So you can find your target markets out there. So that's the first thing, is figuring out who you are, because I want to know who you are as a person. Because, see, I am a consultant and I'm a coach, and I am about making money. Of course, that's what we all are doing in business, right? We need to get that paycheck because we have our bills ourselves. But also with me is that, since last year, and we doubled down on it in 2025, and my business is that we are looking for clients that speak to our values. So just because you might be like, oh, well, I have all this money, I don't necessarily, if it doesn't feel right, if I'm going to help you create something that is detrimental to people that I love, why would I do that? Like, I did that working for Fortune 500 companies, and that's why I'm on my own now, because I want to be able to control who I work with. I want to feel good when I go to work, right? So I don't pressure anybody to be my client. I'd rather talk to you several times, having conversations to make sure we're a good fit before I just push it on you. But understanding where you are and helping you develop that is fine. Now, it might be consulting, it might be coaching. What's those discovery calls are about, like figuring out, do you need coaching or do you need consulting, right? Do you need help to strategize, or do you need help with building the leader that you want to be? Because those are two different things, right? Those are two different things. You can build a business, but if you're not a good leader, your business won't succeed. So we always have to remember that we have to be the good leader. So I try to blend the two, especially with small businesses. And that's why I have this term coach consulting, because I give you a little bit of coaching, a little bit of consulting, because those are two different things. So Jay, do you want me to go into what the difference is between coaching and consulting?
We're going to do that too. I'm going to get to that part too, but I wanted to make sure that the basics were covered. And because people, as you know, and I'm not trying to diss my community, but I'm going to tell the truth, because I'm a black entrepreneur. I'm not anti-white. I'm just pro-black. And I believe, and I've seen, Rolanda, that not, and I'll replace that word failure with this lesson. We learn lessons. I've learned lessons. I've fallen down. I've got back up. I ain't going to say I got back up. Do what you have to do. You have to make adjustments, and the things that you do with the people that you are. The thing is, let me say something that I have experienced. People that you bring on board, people that you surround yourself with to get this vision, to get this dream, to get this ambition that I have and I've turned into a business off the ground. I found out that a lot of times the people that we do select around us are not a good fit for us, and we have those problems with the team. I know you have a wonderful team with you. How, and I'm asking this as a leader of a company, how how do I, man, I'm putting me, how do I don't know, how can I put this question? You need, okay, I'm motivated, I'm ready, I've got everything together, but the team that I need to put together, I'm having problems with that because people have a tendency to try to inject their vision on top of yours. If I'm saying it the right way, help me out a little bit, please.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. So I said this is where I started. I started building teams. I love building teams. So building teams is something that you have to, as a leader, understand. This is that you don't look for someone that can do the job. When you looked at the resume, you saw that they can do the job, right? Because that's why you're talking to them. You saw the resume. Oh, I need someone that can run this, this particular operation in my business. So you looked at their resume and said they can do the job. The next part is about, is it a good fit for your culture? So before you go out looking for people to come into your organization, you have to be firm into what your culture is. What are your values? What are your principles, right? These are the things that is at the undercurrent of what we are. What is your vision? What is your mission? You need to understand those three things first: your values, your vision, and your mission. If you understand those things, when you talk to people, you need to evaluate them. Are they aligned with that, right? Do they have the same type of values? It doesn't mean they have the same face. That doesn't mean they come from the same city that you grew up in. They don't have to even be the same race, right? But they understand the values that you're doing and where you're going, and like where your vision is and where your mission is. And if they align with that, then go. But you'll always see there's always some people that come along that just are about themselves, and that can, stunt the growth of your company. But as a leader, there's something that we have to understand, that we need to be a servant to the people that we are working with. So one thing about everybody in my organization, they all get coaching if they want coaching. They all get business consulting. They want a business. They want to start a business. They can ask me, because I want to build a team of leaders and entrepreneurs that have that entrepreneur mindset. I don't want followers. I want visionaries. So by me empowering them, because that's one thing about leader, you always have to have that empowerment in them, and they see that you're like aligned with their success. They're more susceptible of being aligned, with yours person. You're aligned with theirs, they're aligned with yours. But I don't interview like other people. Like I don't do that stuff.
What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean you don't interview like other people? Well, look, I'm going to go talk to Rolanda for a couple of seconds. We're going to take a quick break. Rolanda gets settled. You could hook yourself up, all those other good things. My guest today, President and CEO of Thomas and Lee Business Solutions and PPG Consulting. I got Rolanda Footman on the line. Y'all hold on to yourself. Some of the folks are in the bushes. I know y'all in the bushes, and y'all send a donation because you're getting free consulting, so I can make sure that my guests at least is well, you appreciate it. Let me stop. This is the McMahon Morning Show. We're going to be right back after these messages. Take a break for a little bit, and we're going to just we ain't paying bills right now. We're just going to acknowledge our sponsors. I want you to stick around. We'll be right back. Okay, y'all just stick around for a couple seconds.
Attention WKRA listeners, if you would like to advertise on the McMahon Morning Show, please leave a message at macmedia3@gmail.com.
Morning Show very own Mr. Lee.
When I was a kid, Mama looked at you before you got in the stove. Said, look, I don't want no you don't put your hands on. You don't ask for we ain't eating. We wait till we get home. But kids now, it's like, look, you know what you do, you know, he got a note saying that he's allergic to peanut butter, he's allergic to jelly, he's allergic to bread, he got gluten free, he gave me this, he gave me that, and then he got a note saying he got DDT, ADT, or Rivian, or whatever. He can just stand on tables, he can do whatever he want to do. What kind of is that?
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
An announcement from the great and powerful Oz.
Hey, I'm not the Oz. Man, I'm just plain old DJ Big Daddy House, a.k.a. Samaj Anand, right here on WKRA 92.7 FM on the Madman Morning Show, making a brand new announcement. Yes, a brand new announcement for all of you out there that have non-for-profit organizations or just doing good in the hood. We have a new segment called the Community Calendar. So if you got something going on good in the hood that's going to benefit the people of this nation, man, make sure you get in touch with us, man, so we can put it out there and everybody can know about your creation. Right here at the Madman Morning Show, WKRA 92.7 FM.
Look around, cause there's a reason to rejoice, you see.
Everybody look up and feel the hope that we've been waiting on. Everybody's glad, the sound of feeling glad is gone. Freedom you see, and then our hearts singing so joyfully. Just look around, go do yourself and check it out. Can't you feel our brand new day? Can't you feel our brand new day?
Tune in to the Macman Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the Macman Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
And we're back on the Macman Morning Show. Good morning to each and every one of you, Grand Rising and all those other good things. Listen, Michelle Franklin, my dearest friend, one of my church members, you know, she had to remind me. Let me first of all say good morning to my wonderful pastor in Chicago, the Bishop Larry Darnell Trotter. You're getting ready to have a birthday, me and you, mine coming before yours. I wanted to say good morning. I had to throw that in there. Michelle Franklin has a wonderful tax service. And Michelle, my dear friend, said she can get you up to $7,000. Y'all heard that now. Y'all get that $7,000. You drop some twos and throughs this way. But now she says she can get you up to $7,000 in advances. Listen, she has free estimates. You ain't got to leave home, especially now. And if you live in Alaska, you ain't got to be going nowhere with all that cold over there. But you don't have to leave home. Convenient ways to receive your refund. Business, personal, and 1099 customers are welcome. Schedule your free estimate. I like this, but not right now. I don't want to go nowhere. Stay in the house. Michelle says that if you use her service, you get your refund, of course. She will send you on an all expense paid 3 day, 2 night getaway. I won't call that a vacation, but it's like a getaway. And in the lower 48 states, I mean, you can't go to Hawaii and all them other places talking about, I'm going to give me a refund. I'm going to go to Hawaii. Oh, no. Michelle said you stay in the lower 48 and I'll take care of you. Call Michelle right now at area code 708 296 3133. That's 708 296 3133. Oh, my dear friend, Bridget at Pizza Pro XL. Y'all act like y'all don't eat nothing. And all this cold weather, she delivered to Pizza Pro XL in Marks, Mississippi. Wonderful business. My dear friend, Miss Bridget, is over there in Marks, and she has a wonderful, wonderful menu. And I want you all to reach out to her because she has, and she employs, and this is one of the people that I hope that Rolanda get in touch with. She employs over 20 people in the area in Quitman County, Mississippi. Is a place, as people would say, I hate when they say depressed area, this, that. We coming up, baby. We the ones. We the ones. We the ones. We the ones. We the ones that gonna bring this country back together. We got to start where we live. Pizza Pro XL. Let me tell you what she got. Now, y'all already tease me and talk about me, but you know me. I can't wait for the sun to come out and it get hot because look here, let me show you what this is right here. Y'all don't believe me. Y'all need one of these. This will make you see stars, stripes, and all kinds of things. And that's that daiquiri. Boy, I tell you, it's a towering daiquiri. I found out what it was. Now, when you drink that, she gonna bring this right here to you, and y'all in trouble. So don't y'all get all bent out of shape and everything. Go down there at Pizza Pro XL. That's 268 East Main Street over in Marks, Mississippi, 662-326-3006. And just tell this wonderful business person that you support her and that you heard it on the Mac Man Morning Show. And then don't get mad now. Y'all bring me some of them goodies that y'all have when y'all go by there and everything. And I want to thank each and every one of you. Brother Lee is going to come with his commentary after we finish our interview. And I'm just excited and happy to have my brand new friend. And hopefully she's my coach too. I ain't never had a woman for a coach, but I guess she's going to coach me into doing what I'm supposed to do. And I'm just happy and I'm ecstatic to bring to you someone that didn't mind coming by. Her time is money and she's a professional, but she said she would come and share with us. And I appreciate her reaching out. And well, when I reached out to her, I ain't gonna tell y'all what she did to me and how she treated me like I was a stepchildren and things like that. That's something for another show. But I want to thank her for what she does. I compliment her for how she has reached out and said, look, they've been treating y'all wrong. Y'all don't know what's going on. And these people that don't look like us, they always keeping us out. It's time for us to get our briefcases. It's time for us to go to the boardroom. It's time for us to have the profits and the margins and all those good things. I like the profit part too. You know, you got to look at your liabilities and things like that too. But in all of that talk, we have somebody that can bring it straight forward. She's not going to hold back. And if you want to get the proper guidance in business, you got to listen to somebody. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. For you to learn from the lessons that you have learned, she said, never say failure. I learned, see, you know, that's my coach. She told me don't do failure no more. She said, you know, you learning. In your learning process, that you'll be able to be guided in the proper direction in what to do. That's Rolanda Footman. She's here with us today. Rolanda, I want to ask you something. I'm going to go off the script for a little bit. Tell us about the name. How did you come up with the name of your company? You knew I was going to throw that one in. Go ahead. I'm waiting. Oh, you're looking at me like, what are you talking about?
Well, listen, so let me answer that. So there's every name of your company, and if you're starting a business, understanding your name means something, right? That's your first introduction to the world. So you need to make sure that your name is something that means something to you, that could be meaningful and powerful, and a powerful name. So let me just say PPG. The name of it is Plan, Prosper, Grow. As a coach, that's what we do. We plan to prosper, to grow, right? Because that's the name where that one came from. So that is something that's what our model. And if you look at this as it's not just our name, it's our model. That's our log line, right? For Plan, Prosper, Grow. For Thomas and Lee, I went to a women's conference and I spoke with a woman's coach, and she was a Black woman, and she had her name. So say it, her name was Williams, right? And her name for her company was Richardson and Associates or something. Like, it was just totally not her name. And I said to her, like, why don't you use your name? And she said, because if I go in there as Williams and they see Williams, they're gonna be like, oh, this is a Black lady business. Let me just not use that name, and they just dismiss you, right?
You said they'll know you're a sister, huh?
Right. Well, you go in with her name, like, well, no, it's just like even when you go in there and they saw, oh, so and so's coming, Williams, that must be somebody, and they're like, oh, this is a Black business, right? So when you have a business as a woman, it's kind of like, let's not necessarily put your name out. I don't care about my name. I don't care about it has to be Rolanda Consulting. No, I'm not that vain. So I thought about something that would mean something to me, mean something to my family, and Thomas and Lee came up. And Thomas and Lee, those are my grandparents. That's my mother's parents. His name was Thomas, her name was Lee. So so that's where that came from, and it just works because their names sound like, it sounds important. And as far as my immediate family, I was the first one to get my bachelor's and my master's and all that kind of stuff in her family. So it was a thing of distinction and pride of celebrating these two people that they weren't the greatest people. Listen, we all come from people, and they weren't these rogue scholars. They were just regular hardworking people that left here a little too soon as far as I'm concerned. But I just did that in memorial of them. So Thomas and Lee is them, and Business Solutions is what we do. Whatever your problem is, we're gonna help you find a solution.
Wow. Now let's get to the nitty gritty. Talk about money. I need a consultant. You know I was gonna slip this. I had to do this because they're looking at me like, how much she costs? I want to start a business. I need your help. I need your professionalism. I need your energy. I need your expertise. I need you to help guide and show me the way of what I'm doing. Price. I'm not telling you to put a price list out. Some people might say, man, this lady working Fortune 500, she making dough. I might not can afford her. Let's dispel the myth right now. Help me out. This is your chance to dismiss the fear and people getting nervous about listening into your wonderful title. She's the president and CEO of this consulting and coaching company. How can I afford Rolanda?
Oh, you can afford it. Okay, so let's understand this. One thing I want to just teach you. One thing a consultant is a business expense. Okay, so guess what? You can write me off on your taxes. Number one. Number two is that there's several ways to go about this. Like if it's consulting, or it's coaching, right, or mixture of both, right? And for small businesses and medium-sized businesses, I do allow, have retainers. Like for large businesses, I don't. It's just fee for service, or time and material. But for small business, you can put me on a retainer. You basically cost out how many hours that you might need help with, and you use those hours to help you build your business, right? For consulting, helping you building strategies, helping you increase your profitability. I mean, listen, and over what was it? I don't have anybody here with me from my team here with me right now, but I know, like, for one of our clients most recently, I can just say, for in a matter of 3 months, we saved this woman over $250,000.
Whoa, wait. Say that one more time for me, not the people in the back. Say it again.
Black lady, she's a Black woman, and and we saved her over $250,000 by just making sure that her profitability was there. finding leakage in what she was spending, her expenditures and her payroll, and redoing some of her numbers and saying, hey, this is what it is. And we were able to do that. And I love, helping people find money. Like one of our core
Good.
competencies
I
is
need to find,
like,
so help me find it. Help me find it, Jesus. Help me find it. Go ahead.
especially in their businesses, because a lot of the times with businesses that they lose money. So when I say that, the price of how much it costs to deal with me, it can be up from, if you want to be a coaching client, it can be from $250 a month up to whatever it is you need. If it's that you need a full-fledged me putting a whole team of my team on the ground to help you build it, I can do that too. If it's a process that you need for us to take over, if you say, well, we need you to take over some of our operations, we do business process outsourcing too. So it depends on what you need and what your budget is for. But is it expensive? No. Is it, because again, this is a business expense, right? Just like your lights are on, and we help you find those things and fine tune your processes so your business can run more effectively and efficiently. Because that again is number what our core competencies are, right? We make sure that we are bringing value to our company. Listen, if I can't bring you value to your organization, I don't want to work with you. Not because I don't like you, right? It's because I don't want you to give me money just for the sake of giving me money. I am not that consultant. Yeah, if I was that consultant, I'd probably be mega rich right now, right? Somewhere on a yacht and not,
Mm-hmm.
talking to you with the wind blowing in my hair, and you're like, I can't even hear you because your mouth is going, right? I'm not that person, but what
Okay.
we do is that we have profitability optimization, which what we do, we focus on optimizing your finances in your business. We do innovative problem solving. So we understand that every business is not created the same. So we come in there and find out what the problems are, and we help you find a solution that works best for you, not for me, for you, cost effectively as well as time. We do integrative skill development. That's part of where we came with our business academy. So if you have gaps in education for your team, like you were talking about building a team. Sometimes there are gaps in education. We come and help you build like some training models to build those gaps. So the people that you have is cheaper. Like they say about a married couple, same difference with a resource. If it's a good resource, it's cheaper to keep them, and it's better that way. And then we think
Mm.
about strategy, right? The whole
Yes.
strategy. And then we think about operational efficiency. So let me just talk one thing about strategy. Strategy is so important for an entrepreneur. I have been a culprit of this, that I was so busy putting out fires, thinking about so many things that are on a low level of technical level, that I never stopped to look at my business on a strategic level. So I was so busy doing these things that my business was running me, running me crazy. But then, as you have to evolve as a business leader, and this is one thing I love to do with entrepreneurs, is bringing them to the level of being a strategic business leader, being a data driven organization. Look at your numbers and let your numbers tell you what's going on, not what you think, right? People are, oh, I don't gather that. It's not as hard. There's a lot of people out here that I probably would say are not as intelligent as you that's running major businesses, right? Because I believe that it doesn't take a lot. You just have to understand your audience, you understand your market, understand those things that you need to understand. Um, and you can run your business strategically, and as a business owner, that's what we do. And that's the book that you were talking about, the last book that is in editing right now. It's about optimizing
Yeah.
your time. It's a book that was written, it was an ebook. It's going to be a longer book later, but it's an ebook that I'm going to be giving away for free. Yes, I said the F word
Oh,
on
wait,
these
wait, wait,
calls.
wait, 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 wait. Wait. I want to step in for a sec. For those of you that folks like free stuff. Okay, you heard her now. That doesn't mean that you take the information and not and receive. I believe that it's going to be, please send us that information when you do get it so that we can put it out for you, that we can let our audience know. And those people, y'all in the bushes already, y'all texting and carrying on. Stop now, I can't answer you, but go on the chat, and we're going to make, yeah, because they wonder, wow, man, this is good. Okay, thank you very much. But now, when we talk about your service, when we talk about what is needed, talk a little bit more about this ebook that you got coming out, and I believe it's going to be a great resource. Talk about it a little bit in your, as we wind down your interview. Go ahead and tell us about this wonderful ebook that you have coming.
So this is the thing. Today I have an ebook that's already out there, right? That you guys can absolutely get a hold of, and if you sign up to get that ebook, right, you'll be able to automatically, as soon as it's hot off the press, before we even do our press release, I will send you guys over a copy of that book. The first book that you guys are going to get as being a gift today is called Success Starts Here. And Success Starts
Mm-hmm.
Here starts about with the mindset. Remember, I was talking about the mindset of being an entrepreneur. So Success
Yes.
Starts Here. It's about building that mindset, building a winning mindset for entrepreneurs. So it goes through this whole thing about about building that winning mindset. That's the book you'll get for free today. The next book is
Okay.
about my brand new framework that we put together, that after I had a lot of entrepreneurs like, I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do, I'm just doing a lot of stuff, but am I doing the right stuff? And that is the key. So my framework is called Optimize, right? It's a trademark framework. It's called Optimize, and it's a strategic approach to maximizing your time as a CEO and entrepreneur, and even as a business leader. Or guess what? Even if you're not a business leader, don't own your business, this is a great way to learn how to do the most and make sure that your time is more effective as opposed to just doing stuff, right? So Optimize walks you through how to make sure that you are working on the right things at the right time and delegating the things that you don't need to focus on, because that's what happens to us as entrepreneurs. We are always busy. We are always can I say
You
that?
ain't joking.
We
Yes,
are
you
always
can.
busy.
Yes, you can. Yeah, you
But
busy doing something, putting fires out, and people up. They wear the hair off your behind. Jesus. Okay, go ahead.
and you're busy, but you may not be busy doing the right things. And that's part of studying, that's why these two books are for setting that mindset. And then the next one is optimizing your time to help you to be more strategic about your own personal time, right?
Yeah.
And from there, we work with people. We have two trademark frameworks, Optimize and Tara. And Tara is about making sure
Mhm.
that you're effectively running your business, and that's just ours. So you're not going to get these things anywhere else. I created them for my people,
Yes.
for my group, so we can help
Yeah.
and help businesses move forward. Um, but yeah, these are free ebooks because I want to get
Yes.
the information out there. I gave you the link over to that. I think it was I
Well,
actually put it in the chat.
if you, yeah, please do put it in the chat, and
Yeah,
then I know that we communicate. Send to me all that information so that I can put it out for you, and that you all that are on the line on chat, we're going to put it in, and we're going to keep it up as long as she wants us to do this, so that you can get this resource that you need. Rolanda is very, very, very resourceful. I have not read her publications yet. I just believe by her being here with us, taking out the time out of her this lady's busy schedule to come to the Magman Morning Show and say, hey, look, I got something for you guys that I really want to share with you. Don't just take the information and not use it. Use the information and use it and you might be, all of us might be surprised at what we can glean from the expert advice of this wonderful woman. Listen, I got Rolanda Footman, my friend, my new buddy, my new coach. She's got a stick, and she's going to say, James, you're going to do right or else. I thank you for being here. You got to come back when your ebook lands. You got to come back. I ain't trying to see, hey, you can't say no because you're a part of our family. We want you to come back, and don't be a stranger. Come back. If you got information, things that are going on, Rolanda, in this country that's affecting businesses because of government, this thing that's going on with the government and the different things that are going on with tax, with the IRS and the this and that. People are in a panic and they're nervous. And we want to, all I want to do is bring the information to people. I can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. I hope y'all drink this water because we really need, as a community and as a people, we need to first of all think about the economics. Think about this. How are you going to survive? You say, James, I always say, I changed the handle of our show. We're in survival mode. Black people have always been survivors. They tried to get rid of us. They tried to slave us. They tried to ship us out. They tried to poison us. And we're still here. So we're here for a purpose. Let's do something to make our communities better. Let's get together and create the business atmosphere that we can patronize the businesses that we are a part of. There's nothing wrong with being pro-black. I keep trying to tell folks because we've been shut out for a long time. The playing field is not even, folks. We got to be the balancing act. We got to make sure that we get our, we not just a 40 acres and a mule, but we need to get some of this 1.8 trillion that you say. Give me that calculation again, that the buying power of our community that we have, Rolanda. You know I had got it wrong when I told you 1.7. What is it?
It's $1.8 trillion that black people in America, that's our buying power, and 25% of those people buy based off of heritage, meaning based off of values of aligning values. So that's about, I think it's like $500 million or something like that. I don't have the number right in front of me right now. I should have known you
Yes.
was going to ask that, but
Why? How you know I'm gonna ask you that? I want to know about the money.
if we come with $500 million, that's a big deal, and that money
Yeah.
is there for us to grab hold of in leading, and that's why I say it's important leaving your values. And let me just say this as we leave: I appreciate you guys being here. I put in a chat um the gift. It's a special gift, right? And it's a link in there, and you go in there and you go in the link, and you'll just go ahead and it'll give you instant access to the recent the ebook about success, right? In the mindset. And once you sign up for that, as soon as we finish editing the other book, before we even do the press releases and stuff like that, we will send you over a copy of the other book about
Okay.
optimization of time. Okay, so
All
it's a two
right.
for one,
Okay.
right? And no, I'm
Two
not
for
asking for any
one.
money. I'm not asking for any money, but I can, I do wish you guys will reach out to me. I'll if you want me to, I can put my bio in there so they can just like go to
Yeah.
this link. Yeah, go to this link, and this is my bio page, right? And if you go to my bio page, you'll see the links to all of my. It's like a link tree, okay?
Put it,
That's the
put it
easy way
in.
I can
Put
say it.
it in
It's a
the
link
chat. I
tree.
don't see it. I don't see it yet, but you can put it in the chat. Did you put it in yet?
I put it
Go
in.
ahead.
I put it in there.
Okay.
So
Let me-
it's
Okay.
Rolanda's bio. So if you go there, it's that bio, and on it you'll have everything in there. Even if you don't have the special gift form, there's a link on that bio that you can just go ahead and then you can go through and see all the things that we are doing. I don't have any live classes, but we will be having some soon because we're moving over our academy to a more on demand portion of it. But I do like teaching and being like into the classes, and I love coaching and I love consulting. It's like problem solving. It's just something that I love to do, and I love to see people winning. So,
All
so yeah, she says she
right. Look
doesn't
at
see
it. Look at
anything.
it. I don't see anything in either. We're going to get it, send it to me, and I'll put it in, and we're going to run it as long as you permit us to do, and I'll get it out to the audience. But let me once again say, this is my very special guest, President and CEO of Thomas and Lee Business Solution, PPG Consulting, Rolanda Footman. Rolanda, you got to come back now. I hope I treated you well. You come back on the Mac Man Morning Show. People are in my they're texting me and telling me, "Well, man, give us that." No, I got you covered. I'm going to take care of everybody. We're going to make sure you get all of the information that you need. I'd like to wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful, successful year in business, and I hope and pray that we all get together and that service that you have to offer, much success to you. Thank you for being here. I talked to you on the other side, but I really appreciate you being here. My guest, Rolanda Footman. Hey, look, let's I thank you very much. I know that you're busy and you got things to do. Thank you for taking out time with us this morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So,
That's
I thank you
that's
guys for
what
coming. And if you guys have a problem with the link, just you can reach out to me. But I think I sent everything over in your email, so you can put it out there, and I will make sure
okay,
everybody
I
have
got
it.
you. I got everything. Thank you, Rolanda. I appreciate you for all that you're doing. That was our special guest, Rolanda Footman. She's here and she's going to put everything. It'll be in the chat for you all. Brother Lee is coming up next. Brother Lee's commentary. Brother Lee Mack is coming up. We got a lot to talk about. I hope y'all stick around for our commentary and our commentating that we're going to be doing in a little bit. We're going to take a little break right quick and we'll be right back after these important messages.
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there. If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
First thing first, you know back in middle school when they taught us it was 3 branches of the government. We forgot it when we got older. It's the judicial, the legislative, and executive. But all we know is the executive. That's the mayor or the governor and the president. Now none of them 3 people make no laws. They just be checking them. The laws come to their desk and all they do is say no or yes to it. So when the news station tried to tell us that Barack Obama couldn't put us on, we was all salty at Obama when it was the Congress members all along. We gotta focus on the legislative branch. Yeah, they the ones that make the laws. Yeah, they the ones write how much food stamp money you get on the card. But when people that wanted to help us wanted the job, I know they probably lost. Cause we ain't even know their name, we ain't know their face, we ain't know it all. So the Congress or the State House, that's legislative, they make laws. So what we want from the president is what they do. Okay, y'all? See, they election every 2 years, but we don't ever even go to those. The Congress, they can raise minimum wage, but we ain't even really know it though. So you know how back in 08, when we all voted for Obama, we was all supposed to go back in 2010 and vote for the Congress. Cause they the ones make child support laws. They the ones choose if your kids at school get to eat steak or corn dogs. The State House make the court costs. So if the country failed, then you can't say it's them, it's your fault. Cause y'all ain't know to vote for Congress members that was for y'all. And they don't gotta leave after 4 years and we just let them sit. See, they don't wanna tell you this, they want you to focus on the president.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting your bunny on with MacMan Morning Show very own Mr. Lee.
When I was a kid, Mama looked at you before you got in the stove and said, look, I don't want no shit out of you. You don't put your hands on. You don't ask for shit. We ain't eating. We wait till we get home. But kids now, it's like, look, you know what you do, you know, he got a note saying that he's allergic to peanut butter, he's allergic to jelly, he's allergic to bread, he got gluten free, he gave me this, he gave me that, and then he got a note saying he got DDT, ADT, or Rivian, or whatever. He can stand on tables, he can do whatever he want to do. What kind of is that?
It's a MacMan Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home when you're in your car. It's a MacMan Morning Show. No matter if you get far. It's a MacMan Morning Show. You better tune in quick or you might just miss. It's a MacMan Morning Show. The best show this side of the sea. It's a MacMan Morning Show. 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 It's a MacMan Morning Show.
Attention WKRA listeners, if you would like to advertise on the MacMan Morning Show, please leave a message at macmedia3@gmail.com.
And we're back on the MacMan Morning Show. I got Brother Lee in the wings. He's here. We had a wonderful, thank you, Rolanda, for all that you have done. And you came on today. I really want to thank you. I know your time was kind of limited. You gave me more time than what we agreed upon, and I really want to thank you for that. All of you all that want that ebook, you let me know, and we're going to get that information out. It will be on the MacMan Morning Show each and every day so that we can get that information out to you. You can get that free ebook. We're going to get that. We're going to get the link and everything. I got the information, and I'll put it in our system as soon as possible. I want to thank you all for being so wonderfully patient with us as we do what we do. Brother Lee is here. Brother Lee is here. Brother Lee, come on, say good morning. The peoples have been waiting for Brother Lee. Brother Lee, good morning, sir. Afternoon, not afternoon, grand rising, sir. How are you?
Great day, everyone.
All right. It's a great, wonderful. Listen, in addition to the news and in addition to all that we've been talking about, and our guest came on, was giving us some wonderful information and some things that hopefully we can use and we will be able to use. I was looking around and I've been listening to some stuff, Brother Lee, and there is there's a concern that people were having about the. I got a friend of mine that just got laid off from the federal government or dismissed from the federal government, civil service worker, and the Muskrat and his crew went into their department and they said that 35 not white, black people, federal workers have been fired or let go. All those years, this person has worked in the federal government that I know worked for 19 years, Lee. And the devastation and the hurt that I saw in a post that was made, I saw it on Instagram that they had sent to me. I had to download it and everything, make sure everything was good. That they're worried about what this person has done. We've been talking about the Orange Man and what he's been doing. I don't want to put fear in nobody's heart or anything like that, but there's a big. Am I doing that?
No. Go ahead.
Okay, okay. And Brother Lee, as our commentator, our chief commentator, I want you to come on and give a little bit of inspiration and information to people about don't get, that we shouldn't just be letting this man try to worry us and all that old stuff, man, and got us up in arms that we need to get to work and doing what we need to do to survive and keep with our families. Go ahead, Brother Lee, our chief commentator. He is here. You got the floor, Brother Lee. Go ahead.
Okay, I got a hot 5 minutes, huh? Okay. Great day, everyone.
No, you ain't got a hot 5 minutes. You got a half an hour. Go ahead.
I like to say this. I think that I've been giving this some thought. I think that we should put as much time and energy into the solution than we are the problem. We're putting a lot into the problem. We can put our finger on the problem right away. You mentioned that we hear about what DP is doing and what he's doing this day, that day. We can go to the problem right away. But the solution we don't discuss. Now you had Sister Yolanda on, and she had some information about some solutions to problems. She's focusing on the solutions and not the problems in her line of business. Actually, I had a marketing company myself, uh, McClellan Sales and Marketing. I had a marketing company myself. I used some innovating ideas uh, myself to generate business. Uh, example. I give you an example to something that I did. Um, I wanted to generate business for my company. So what I did was I would look up a company. I would go online. I would look up a company, a small, medium business company, and I would look at what they do and what they don't do well. I would look up their competition and how they fit into that particular market and what they were lacking and what they did uniquely to themselves that could make them even better. And so I would call them up and I would tell them, look, I can increase your market share. And I give them some information about how. And they were more interested. Example, there was a company in Michigan. They did some recycling. And I looked them up, found out what they did well, what they didn't do, what the competition was, what's the area they market in, and have the business in, and they service. And called them up. It was an all Caucasian company up there. Actually, their company was stationed in a town where there was no black folks, and called them up, and they came down to Chicago. We met downtown. They bought me dinner, and they begged me to work for them, and I did. And I established a company down here in Chicago. Uh, and they didn't care what color I was; they liked money. So, and I told them about how they fit into the market, how I can increase their market share, and they were very interested in that. And that was something they weren't doing before. So that's just examples. And I've started quite a few connections with companies in the area using that strategy. So that's what I would say if you have a small business, a medium business, or you have a business. Find out what your competition does. Find out what they do better than you. Find out what they don't do as well as you. Find out how they fit into the market, and then how you fit into the market, and then kind of pivot. Because with our limited resources and when we start a business, we can't follow somebody else's footsteps because usually it doesn't work. Now you got to have a basic plan, you got to have a basic foundation, but then you have to be able to pivot very quickly if it's not working. That's the thing about small businesses, that it takes us so long to pivot. When I mean pivot, it's like you got to turn around or you got to go left, but you're making a wide turn. It takes so long. By that time you figure it out, you're out of business. And the thing is, we feel in business and small business and micro businesses. I was looking at a business plan, and this business plan that worked. It was in India. This was some years ago, maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago. I was watching this foundation. They started businesses, micro businesses for women in India that they didn't have any funds. They were barely making it, and they would give them $100 to start a business. And they were maybe weaving rugs or baskets or pottery or something. And they grew their own company through that. And they had enough to feed their families and grow. So when we talk about, man, I don't have that $10,000, that $100,000 to start that business. I don't want to put my house up as collateral or the things that I have, because a bank will not give you anything unless you can give them the value of something that's worth 10 times as much as what you're asking for. So, like, you can go into a bank and they say, what kind of collateral you got? And you'll say, well, I got my home. And they'll say, how much money do you want for your home as collateral? And you'll say, well, I want what my home is worth. They say, no, we're not going to give you that. You see, they want to have the advantage, the leverage, and you're not going to get what you're going to ask for. You're not going to get what it's worth to you. It was worth in the open market. So what you got to do is you got to figure out how to make it work with the resources that you have. Now, here's the thing: you're waiting to see. Well, I need thousands of dollars. I'm gonna tell you something. You can start a business on very limited funds. You got hundreds of dollars, and a lot of small businesses, a couple of hundreds of dollars or a couple $1,000, you in business. Now, if you try and open up a restaurant, which I am very familiar with, and I've seen lots of brothers and sisters go out of business just as quick as they went in, and I've talked to thousands of them, and I really mean thousands and over the 30 years I've been doing this. And they all had a passion, but they didn't have a plan. They've seen it done, but they haven't lived it. And the thing is, if you were to let's give an example. If you were to start a restaurant, let's go work in the restaurant, take out the garbage, wash the dishes, clean the floors, do those things first. Learn the ins and outs of every nook and cranny of a business before you start it. Even if you got to work for free for somebody just to learn how the business works. And people say, and a lot of us will say, I'm not working for free, but you want to start a business. At times you'll be making nothing while you're starting that business because you may not get any returns on your money for maybe a month, six
I got a
months, a
question.
year.
I got a question. I got a quick question, B. No, I'm not stopping you. Say that again because people don't understand. Just like when Mac Media 3 started. I didn't have no money. Ain't made. Well, I'm not saying there were no profits. Mostly everything is operational to keep things going and everything like that. But explain that part too, because people get discouraged when they don't think not instant, but they're not. Ain't no return. You might not be making. You spending this. You're trying to keep your business going. Go. That's what. That's how I was feeling. Help us out a little bit, brother Lee. I'm gonna get
Well,
out your
well,
way. Like,
well, here's the thing: is that initially you may make no money. Most of the time, 90, 80, 90% of the time, you won't make any money in the first 6 months, maybe even a year. Can you survive for 6 months and a year? Maybe you need get a second job while you got that one working, while you got that business. You may need to work when your job is closed, your business is closed. You may need to get your part-time job to keep your head above water. And that's the thing. You got to have a plan. A plan A, plan B, C, D, E, we gotta have them all. And that's the thing. And that's what you got. One thing you have to understand is how much are you willing to invest in yourself? How much sweat equity are you willing to put in? Are you willing to get up in the middle of the night and go see about your business if you have to? Are you willing to give it 7 days a week? Are you willing to give it the things that it needs to give? It's like a baby being born. You got to get up in the middle of the night and watch that baby. You got to get up in the middle of the night and check the baby. That's what a business is, a new business, a fledgling business. You have to look at it as though it's an infant. You're going to have to nurse it till it gets able to walk on its own and then run on its own. And then you want another baby. You want another one. That's the thing. You want to sprout them out, and pretty soon you got a franchise. So that's the thing. Be willing to do guerrilla marketing. Guerrilla marketing is getting out there and doing it yourself, walking the streets, letting people know face to face, social media. Guerrilla marketing is getting out there and hustling and hitting the pavement and doing it yourself and you doing something that hasn't been done before. They don't have all the ideas out here already. There's ideas that hadn't been thought of yet. So don't follow somebody. Try to make your own trail. Because there's plenty of room out there. And that's the thing we be saying. Now somebody done squeezed all the juice out that lemon. I'm gonna tell you something. There's plenty of juice in that lemon. You just got to know how to squeeze it. And that's the thing I'm saying. So invest in yourself. I say, don't tell yourself you are your own best and worst enemy. You're your worst enemy, and you are your own best friend because you can talk yourself out of anything. And you can talk yourself into anything. And that's the thing we have to understand. First, we go with the negative before we go with the positive. And that's the thing because the negative is always on the surface. The positive, you have to dig for it. You got to scratch for it. But the negative is right there. It's always telling you, you can't do this. It takes too much trouble, too many hours, too much of this. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. What if I fail? We can come up with 1,000 reasons why it won't work. Just get up one reason why it will and get excited. I'm excited every day I get up. I'm gonna tell you this is a fact. Every day to me is like Christmas. I get up excited every day.
You say like
Pe-
Christmas. You say like
People
Christmas.
people call me crazy and they say, "Why are you so excited?" I say, "Man, I got up this morning and God has given me another shot at it." And
There
I'm
you
so
go.
surprised and loving about it. I love him every day, and I tell him every day, no matter what I go through, no matter how many times I go through it, I still love him the same way because he's given me another shot at it. And it's a lot of us that's not here today, that was here yesterday. So, man, life is great. It's not about how much money you got. That's the thing. People say, well, if I had a few more dollars, I'd be happier. Believe me, it won't make you happy. You know what? It's not, why you read a book or you watch a movie? You don't watch the movie to see if the woman got the Prince Charming or the man got the beautiful woman or did they all would live happy ever after. You know what you why you watch a movie, why you read a book? You read them because you want to know what they went through to get there. It's about the journey,
Mm,
not the end. It's not about the
yeah.
when you watch Church Treasure Island, the book Treasure Island, it tells you the title tells you there's gonna be some treasure here. You don't go to the back of the book to read about man how much gold they got. You read the whole story. You want to know how what they went through, how much trouble they had, how did they get out of that trouble. That's why you read books. You don't read the book for the ending. You read the book for the journey. And that's the thing about life. You strive to get to that end of that thing where you say, Dag, I'm saving for a house. I'm doing it, say, Dag, I got that house. But you know what? You don't tell the people about just the house when you're showing it to them. You tell them about what you went through to get the house. You say, yeah, I had to do this and I had to do that. People want to know people are more interested in how you got it than what you got. That's why they sit in on all these seminars to these rich folks. They want to know how they got it, not how much they got. Because the seminar would last 2, 3 seconds because they could just tell them, well, I got $8 billion. Okay, seminar over. They said, no, 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 no. Tell me how you got it. Tell me what you went through. Tell me what you did. That's why you go to the seminars and self-help situations and all of those things and the meetings and all of that. That's why you talk to the wise man, is because you want to know how did he get so wise? You know he's wise, but he want him to tell you how you get that. How did you do that? And that's what it's about. It's about the journey, not the destination. See, that's the thing you got to understand is life is built on a journey, not a destination. The destination is the carrot, but the journey is what you want to do. But God is want to take you through the journey. He uses the destination as a carrot to get you off your ass. He uses and to take you
I
to
like
get
that.
through that journey. He wants you to learn and grow, and you won't learn and grow if you don't have a destination to get to. And that's why people are lost because they're so busy caught up in trying to get the things and they missing the whole journey. They say, "Ooh, I'm glad that's over." You have to enjoy and look around while you're in the journey, because if you don't, you miss it all. You won't have that story to tell the next person, to help the next person. And that's the thing we got to understand is people, kids and young people, old people, all people want to know about the journey. And if you got a life with no journey, you got nothing to say. If you got a life with nothing, no hardships, no, that's why you see rich folks, young rich kids, they don't have a journey. They got it already. You ask them a question, they can't answer because they don't have any kind of journey. Rich folks don't have a journey. Rich folks that's been given something don't have a journey. That's why these kids, even your kids, somebody's kids out here that don't have to work for anything, don't have to go through anything, they act entitled. That's why you say, well, why don't you get off your ass, John, and go to school? He said, well, I got this TV in here and this internet and this cable and this laptop and this car outside, and you gave me all those things. Why should I get up? I'm already at the destination. And that's what we have to not feed into our kids, give them so much that they don't want to work and get up and do nothing because you done it for them already. See, you can give somebody too much help. That can hurt them. You give your kids too much help. That hurts them. You can give a family member too much help. That will hurt them. That will retard their growth. That will slow their growth. They cannot grow if that chicken, if that bird is not left to fend for themselves. That's why the birds, when they have that egg and they hatch it and they feed it and they say, okay, you ready? And they'll push him out the nest or they'll leave him there so he can learn. So that's the thing. We think hard times are just hard. No, they're there to make you grow. And we've had the hardest time, some of us black folks, as many folks on this world, on this planet. And the thing is that we can't be bitter. We got to be better. See, we can sit around and blame everybody, but they still won't change your situation. We can't keep being bitter. Bitter without being better makes no sense.
Wow,
Don't
that's
forget
true.
don't forget your past. Don't forget what you went through, but don't let it harden you. Don't let it keep you in the same space. Don't
Yeah,
say, well, why I can't do this and why I can't do that. And you got a pity party going. You can tell anybody about your hard times and who kept you down and why you didn't get this job and why you didn't get that business. It's not the person that got knocked down, it's how many times you get up. That's the thing. You're
yeah,
gonna get knocked down.
that's
Black
true.
folks gonna get knocked down, slung around, kicked in the head, but it's how many times you get up. I
Yeah.
tell I tell people I'm like a turd. I'm like a big old turd. I can't go down. You can't flush me.
Okay.
Like when you got one of them turds, you got a turd in the toilet that just won't go down. I'm
No,
that
I
turd.
didn't look at it
You
that way. I
you
didn't look
can't
at it that
flush
way.
me. They say I can't flush him down. I can't get him down. I keep flushing. He won't go down. That's me. And
All
see, that's
right.
the thing. That's the thing. What
Yeah.
we gotta understand, we gotta keep
Yeah.
getting up. We gotta keep getting up.
Yeah.
We gotta come up with solutions and not keep talking about the problem. TV shows, social media is all about the problems. They all about the
Mm,
problems, not about a
mm,
solution. We blaming
mm.
the sisters blaming the brothers. We said, we blaming ain't no men out there, ain't no good men. And the
Yeah.
brothers say ain't no good women. You know what it is? It's the people that you pick. You picking them.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
blaming the picker. People blaming the apple, not the person who picked the apple.
Mhm.
you know and that's the thing we got to understand. People blaming the fruit instead of blaming the one who eating the fruit. And
Mm.
that's what I have to say to that.
Man, brother Lee's commentary, y'all. Y'all know Lee was coming with the small. I that to me, man. I had to picture this turd thing. Well, but I thanks Lee for everything that you're doing, man. Thank you for your commentary today. He will be back. We'll be back on tomorrow, same time, same station. This is the McMahon Morning Show. Look, we had a wonderful show. I hope you enjoy our presentation on today. Everybody, be blessed. Enjoy your time. Listen, I want to let you all know, Alice, Blessed Child of God, will be on the air today, this evening, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She will be on right here on the on YouTube channel. She has her own YouTube channel. Y'all go over there and let's help our sister. Let's support her wonderful platform. Everything is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Y'all go over there and y'all see her. Let me thank Brother Lee Mack. He's here, business extraordinaire, our chief commentator, and I really want to thank Rolanda Footman for coming in with us today. We'll be on the air tomorrow with Fabulous Friday. I don't know what Brother Lee got cooking tomorrow, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen, and you never know what the Mac Man got in store for you all. Thank you for being with us. Y'all like and subscribe. You can support the Mac Man Morning Show. We need your help. We do need you, and we need you to support those things that we bring to you. We bring our guests, we bring our commentations and our commentary, and we bring inspiration and information right here on the McMahon Morning Show. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place, right here, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and that's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. This is the McMahon Morning Show, and we will be back on tomorrow, God willing. You love somebody, show some love. It ain't gonna hurt you just to do just that. We'll see you on tomorrow.
It's a McMahon Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home when you're in your car. McMahon Morning Show. No matter if you get far. McMahon Morning Show. You better tune in quick or you might just miss. McMahon Morning Show. The best show this side of the sea. It's a McMahon Morning Show. It's a McMahon Morning Show.